Hello everybody, welcome to Xianxia D&D. I am Casey, your DM for today and just about every day with this particular group. Also, I really apologize if we are going to have some connection issues today. I think the rains did the cables in Singapore a massive injustice. And, it's like if for those of you who don't know what happened in Singapore, lightning struck a manhole in Singapore and something blew up. So it's like, fuck that manhole in particular, kaboom, literally. So I think that there's some works going on right now, and
Was that a lightning strike or was it just a gas buildup?
well, it looked like there was a. I mean, if you watched it, right, there was like a spark coming down from the sky. I'm going with lightning strike, okay? So
It was Thor.
yeah, and it's like, yes, you go to the gym and you're Thor, Sorry.
Hold on, please.
Okay, anyway, so welcome to Xianxia D&D everybody, and this is the Dungeons and Dragons game where we try to emulate Wuxia and Xianxia series using Dungeons and Dragons 5e rules. We have a house brew on our Discord. Come and join us if you can. Also, if at all possible, hit our like and subscribe button. And today's sponsor is Lightning. Because I am damn scared that our internet will get blown up by lightning again. So please, more people, no more outages.
Final Fantasy Lightning.
I'm sorry.
Final Fantasy Lightning.
That'll be like that'll be Thunder, Thundera, and Thunderga or something like that, right? It's like okay. So let my players introduce yourselves, and if you're here for the first time, and I think that some of you are here for the first time, I think one of my friends actually promised that they would watch this because they're bored and from waiting for the vaccine. Come on here. Yes, introduce ourselves. Do it. hey Ramji, how are you? Oh, it's been a while. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Hi everyone. My name is Richard. I am playing an elven blade singer of level 5. He's a disciple of Bao Wudang, and he met this group of adventurers in one of our beginning campaigns where we explore the mysteries of the 10,000 Manor, and we have been adventuring since then, all the way to Nick.
Hi, I am Nick, and I'm playing Amu, who is a wandering swordsman who's been finding himself involved in all kinds of strange scenarios which involve his background, and now he's here in one of the former, well, technically the current capital of China, and he's with this group getting himself involved in shenanigans. Functionally, he's a paladin, and we've pretty much adapted it to adapted the 5th edition rule set to cater to some of his special needs. On to Renzus.
Hello, I'm Renzus. I'm playing Kukang, a former bandit. Think of your average large muscle man that is present in like every form of anime or Xianxia story or media in general.
BDI.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Shao. I'm Shao. I'm playing champion, a monk from a monk and a priest. I'm kind of a monk cleric of like level 5. Xiantian is investigating something from the 10,000 Swords Manor all the way now to the capital, and it looks as though he'll be getting involved in even more mystery spelunking. Right now, we are inside this city. Whether it's a wilderness or whether it's a countryside, it looks as though there's always some kind of odd crime afoot. So yeah, that's us. Yeah.
So
I forgot to mention my character's name. It's Song Yifan.
Hi, Mr. Ifan.
Hey, so let's just talk about some rather interesting things about the characters, right? So Ifan is the sole practitioner of a martial art that he has created for himself by putting together pieces and trying to teach a young child his hereditary martial arts. However, he also neglected to mention that the young child is only 2 years old and is probably not of the right age to start learning the martial art, so he gets use of that martial art until he comes of age. Interesting fact number 2 about Nick's character, Amu. Amu has a 1 in 7 chance of actually being the rightful emperor of China. A 1 in 7 chance, right? And nobody knows who it is except his master, who has gone mysteriously missing.
Presumably dead, but
Yes,
we all believe he's missing.
We
correct.
know him.
Yeah, no. Everybody who knows him says, Amu has gone down. Why does everyone else have a more than 1 in 7 chance? No, unfortunately not. So Amu's the only one with a 1 in 7 chance, and everyone who is ever who knows of his master, he goes up to them and says, "My master is dead," and everybody goes, "No, they're not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's so not." So,
Besides, this is fantasy media. No body, no proof.
yeah, exactly.
The body was not no proof.
Even if you got body, also no proof. Okay, and Renzers is part of this bandit group called the Mountain Dogs, and the Mountain Dogs have been doing nasty shit all over the northern provinces of China, and now he's actually starting to discover that there is a bigger plot involved in this nonsense, and Chang Tian, which is Shao's character, is another interesting folk in that he's a consulting detective. He's a consulting detective in that he subcontracts all of the detective work over to Yifan.
Yeah. Basically, I like to, in the Tuckman model of teamwork, I like to start projects, but I don't like to end them.
Correct. So you just endlessly subcontract, and then Ifan gets to bill by the hour and slap on the 20% risk
Yeah,
profile
what
to
to
it.
do?
Okay, so
That's what we all do. Every time there's thinking to be done, we just look at each other.
yeah. Okay, Xiao, do you want to do a quick summary of what has
Sure.
happened last session? Maybe you get some big picture plots, because poor Ramji, I think, will be probably quite lost in the plot right now because we don't have a wiki and stuff like that.
Okay, so basically, we have a situation now where we're in this city and there's a few powerful factions here and there in this city, so we kind of like just wandered in like day tourists, kind of stumbling in. The reason we're here is because we followed this apprentice necromancer who was doing a civic good deed of bringing unburied dead bodies from one end of China to another, ostensibly to bring them back to the hometowns. And we traveled through some pretty dangerous places because, as nice folks, we decided to babysit the apprentice. In this city, we came here. We met the magistrates. We handed the bodies to the magistrate. Something didn't quite add up. We befriended the magistrate, and everybody went their separate ways despite the suspicion, because it's kind of like this is above our pay grade. So people went off to either learn more about their techniques, learn more about their heritage, learn more about the city, or just take a bit of a relaxation in this great big city. That wasn't to last because, of course, something goes wrong. The necromancer and the kid necromancer goes missing. It was as the zombies that she brought here kind of go berserk and murder the kind magistrate who has met us. Uh, it seemed as though this was an elaborate ruse to kidnap the necromancer. We were led all around the city. There was like a bit of a lot of battles and scuffles going on. And that was of 2 sessions ago. Last session, what happened is people were trying to find out where the child could have gone, the apprentice necromancer, as well as figure out the situations, circumstances, and implications of the events of the day. Some of us went off to a mysterious inn, which seems to take the habit of binding people who don't pay their drinks tabs into the foundation of the inn, keeping them in a limbo between life and death. So I guess the moral story is pay your bills. And there, some of our party members got involved in basically a medieval Chinese version of chicken, trying to figure out whether another bunch of people will attack them first or they will attack the people first. That got them some answers about not really the case, but more about themselves. So my character went off to investigate some things about the paperwork that the apprentice necromancer used and tried to investigate something about forgeries. And there were also some investigations further about the supernatural and political nature of this place. So we are here now, coming up with all information, trying to find what is the phrase that Case used last week? Find a very particular person in a very big city. I think that was something he said.
Correct. That is
Yeah, so that's
yeah, that is absolutely correct. So what they found out, just to add on, right, is that there are three basic power factions in Luoyang. One of them is Duke Xie, and they've actually, in this particular inn, met Duke Xie's illegitimate son, Little Xie. And Duke Xie, and through him, they finally discover what the MacGuffin of this entire plot was. The sword that is owned by Nick and was passed down to him by his master is a replica of the sword of the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, and supposedly holds the power to command 200,000 terracotta warriors.
Yeah, which is in Shanxi, right?
Which is in Shanxi. So nobody knows whether the replica will work, but it's the closest thing they have, and therefore, and Duke Xie is highly interested in trying to get the sword from him. Unfortunately, he does not know. Fortunately for Longmu, he does not know that it's there. And they have spoken to one of the former brocade guards who served under the previous emperor, who is a martial arts brother to Longmu's master. This is Qinglong. Qinglong was the leader of the brocade guards. However, Qinglong had befallen some kind of accident during the overthrow of the previous emperor, and they find him in the form of what looks like a large trollish type figure that has an uncanny power to heal battle wounds on the fly. Yifan has identified him as what is known as a Yao Ren or Yao Kui, which is a person that has been infused with all kinds of poisons and medicines and what have you, to the point where his body is basically invulnerable and just heals damage like there is no tomorrow. Qinglong has informed them that because Ma Xuxian had the young necromancer apprentice had not committed treason, she would likely be held in a particular prison that was used since the Tang Dynasty by the brocade guards as a kind of a holding area. He says that there is a way in. But this game session had ended previously without you knowing of what the way in was. And the game will start with the conversation between Song Yifan and Qinglong in the
to answer Ramji, it's not really body tampering. It's almost to the point of body genetic manipulation.
It's not genetic manipulation. It is body tampering to the point where it becomes overloading.
Yeah, overloading.
Yeah. So the point here is that they basically experiment with the human body with all kinds of drugs and techniques and medical pharmacological techniques to try and get as much out of the body, which has a lot of similarity to body tampering, but they basically take it up to 11 on it.
I think last week we mentioned it's very close to juicer or
juicers in Rifts.
In Rifts, yeah.
That's a phrase I've heard in a while.
Maybe we should do a Rift one shot. Any volunteers to run?
Auto dodge.
Anyway,
I broke out.
okay. So Yifan, Qinglong is glaring at you, and he says,
Mhm.
"You have a way in. I have a way in for you. But there is only one problem here.
And that is.
You can only use it once. Ever.
Okay.
Hear me carefully. You swear upon your honor that you will retrieve the body at the bottom of the prison.
We are the person.
I swear upon my honor and my life that I'll bring the body back.
He nods. Take this. He brings. He hands you a small token. It's about yay big. It looks like it's carved out of some kind of malachite. And it's in the shape of a dragon. And he says, every generation of the 4 leaders of the Brocade Guards holds one of these. Crush it, and you will be recalled to a point of safety. That point lies between 2 prisons, one which holds the living, the other which holds the dead. The one that holds the living is the one where your friend will be kept. There is a secret door from the point where you are teleported in. Facing north, it will look like a stone wall, but nobody living as far as I know. Nobody living knows of this secret except I. Go in, rescue your friend, then rescue mine. Because the other pathway down into an icy cave is the prison for the dead. And therein lies the body of my dearest friend. Make sure you retrieve her body. She has been there for too long. Make sure.
The way out will be past the point of the body.
He says, you will have to fight your way out, or sneak your way out. There is no way out except for that. I assume that once you have taken care of the guards, you will have egress from that area.
Where does
There is
the
one more thing.
Go
At
on.
the bottom of the pit of the prison for the dead lies a silkworm of enormous size. And that silkworm is the creature that is responsible for the cold, bitter winds of that cave. You may have some luck trying to stall it, but it is too strong to be killed. Do not try. Do your best, regain the body and run. The silkworm has killed many of our number.
I will definitely be wary of it.
It will burst from the ground. Be careful. Do not
Right,
let your guard down.
If I'm not. The entrance of this prison, where does it lead to?
It leads to the outskirts of the mountains. It leads to the outskirts of a hill about 6 li to the northeast of Luoyang. You will have to re-enter the city, if you so choose.
It's in the mountains.
Not mountains, sorry, I said hills. The hills.
Oh, okay.
There are no mountains in Luoyang, I just checked.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a nice piece of flat land. Very, very flat.
It's
Very, very
flat.
flat.
Rolling plain. Rolling.
There is, however, there is one, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so, Nick, you said you wanted to go and speak to Ziyi, right?
That's right.
And here you are. Ziyi says, back so soon?
Why do I want to speak about Bao Yan?
I don't know. You said you wanted to talk about the specters outside.
Yeah, right. I've been here a couple of times now, and you have those ghostly things outside your inn, which I'm sure you're aware of.
It's not my inn, darling.
Oh, who actually owns this inn?
No, I don't. The green, the pig spirit, the hog spirit over there does. And even then, he thinks of himself as more the caretaker than the actual owner. The truth of it is this. Nobody owns the inn.
Huh. So,
Some of us just happen to make our residences here.
what's with the spirits outside?
Your guess is as good as mine. We found them here.
Oh, I look around for the pig spirit.
Pig spirit here.
Yeah. Well, then looks like I'm barking up the wrong tree.
Well, if you want, I can always try to find out. It's just that nobody has cared. I've been here many years and nobody has cared about the spirits. They're practically part of the furniture, to be honest.
Yes, but why should anyone spend their entire afterlife being furniture?
It's not an unusual practice when building places of power such as this. You have heard of what the first emperor of China did when he built the Great Wall, did you not? Do you not?
Mm-hmm. Third legend.
Yes. Poor people, peasants, sacrifices buried alive into the foundation so that their spirits will guard the place forever. Compared to that, this is small potatoes. The smaller evil, if you will.
That is unfortunately true. I can see it from that perspective.
Well, I'm glad that you are so accommodating. Do you want to talk to Pixie over here?
Yes, of course. Actually, I'm hoping that he will give me a little bit more background.
Okay. Well, go ahead and talk to him. He's down there. He's seated at the table away, looking upset as usual, over nothing as usual, and gorging himself as usual.
We will meet again.
Of course.
I go up to Pig Z.
What do you want?
You know the spirits outside?
Leave them be. They are an absolute nuisance.
Do you know who they are?
No, and I don't care to.
So you're fine with them just being here since the day you took over this place?
Pretty much. They're part of the furniture almost.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that one. Okay.
Yeah, I quite like it. I came up with it myself.
Really, you decided, maybe I'll have a spirit here and a spirit there.
No. I meant the fridge, part of the furniture. Came up with it myself.
Right. Yes. So you kind of say the same thing, but sure.
Ah, she learned it from me then.
Yes. Okay. Right. I don't think you can actually trademark these things, but anyway. So they were here when you took over this place. So they've been here for how long?
They were here when I found this place.
And when did you find this place?
Things for a while. Must be close to about 20 years now. I was being hunted in the forests. Hunted as a boar. I happened to be in that form. And badly injured as I was, I escaped and somehow found myself here. This place didn't look like this when I was first here. But I discovered that there were spirit pathways that allowed me to bring things in. I made it my home, and then others came. And then more and more and more. You see that annoying little figure over at the front door. The one that always attempts to waylay newcomers.
Not very successful at it, but sure.
Well, think of it this way. That little newcomer was my first refugee all the years ago. And for all of the times I've seen him stabbed, killed, decapitated, disemboweled, come to violent ends, burnt, frozen, he always comes back the next day.
Huh. Okay.
As if
Fascinating.
right as rain. God only knows what the heck is going on with him.
Or you're in general.
It's a strange place, I fully acknowledge it. However, it is home for most of us. It's the only home we have.
Okay. I look down to see whether Ifan is done talking to.
Yeah, pretty much he looks like he's wrapping up his conversation.
Well, yeah, that's that. Thank you so much, Pixie.
You're welcome. Not many of your sort would be polite to a Yao like myself, so I appreciate it. You have been nothing but good customers here. No fights, no drunken brawls, no attempts to kill our friend at the front door. I
Well,
appreciate
we haven't
that.
really spent a lot here either, so I think the word customers is kind of.
Nah,
Never mind.
he says you spent more than you think. Especially with Zi over in the corner there.
Right.
There is
Okay.
more money to be made with words than with coin, my friend. Something that you should learn about the Border Inn.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Indeed.
I will move outside and wait for them.
So Ifan and you guys have wrapped up. And
Okay.
Okay. Where do you want to
head
go?
back.
Head back.
Actually, going. Head to Luoyang.
Where are you going to meet Changtian is the question.
He should be back at the magistrate's place.
Okay, Luoyang. Okay, I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that Luoyang loads up because lightning is not our friend today. I'm praying like hell.
Yay!
Really hoping that it loads up. Really hoping that it loads up. Okay, here's the scriptorium. I see it. Oh god, okay.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. It's wobbling like crazy. Did I just give everyone like motion sickness? Nope, it just collapsed.
Okay.
The entire of Loyang has just collapsed.
It's okay.
as I expected, because I thought that the thing was going to be a bit dicey today. Okay, never mind.
Lesai.
Yup. I fully figured that it was gonna happen. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna move back to the body in.
Sure. Yeah, we'll just go back to the magistrate's place and
Okay.
meet up with Changtian.
Okay, Changtian, you are at the
Yeah.
magistrate's place. Let me make one more attempt to load up Luoyang, and if we cannot from here, then we will just roleplay from here, okay?
Mhm.
I don't think we have a choice.
What the... Yeah, the entire thing has just gone... Okay. Yeah, okay, then we just meet at the border inn, okay? Changtian, you meet them at the border inn.
Okay, got it.
Arbitrarily.
Arbitrarily. Okay,
Yeah.
and through the power of plot requirements, I'm here.
To the power of technical requirements. Okay.
Okay. So that means that this is actually my first time there actually. Like so I guess like I walk there, then I see the usual layout, right?
Yeah, you see this, you see them, and you see that the group is congregating around the hall. You see the spirits that have basically camped themselves out at the door. You see what looks like a devil dog that barks at people that walk by, and you're
Okay.
at the front of the entrance.
Can I make a sort of like an arcana check as I walk in and see the spirits bound there? Like, is that something particular about either the configuration of this house or like the location is in, or is there some kind of what? Because it's a Buddhist, I guess. Like, what's the kind of like the
Oh, sure.
what's the metaphysical situation here? I guess
You
that's
need
the
knowledge religion, not knowledge arcana.
okay. Is it like possible for me instead to like kind of like just do the magical metaphysical energies instead of basically
Sure,
the theological reasons?
sure.
Okay,
Go
I'll
ahead.
just give it a toss. Okay, nope, that's a 7. So I guess this is bad juju. That's all I know.
Yes, this is bad shit. This is
Okay.
absolutely bad shit.
I look a bit sadly at the spirits, and then I'm like, do they? I kind of I guess I'll engage some of them in conversation, like when they do they moan and groan?
Yeah,
as they
so
have,
whenever you pass, right, they actually refer to you by name even though they've not come back. So, as you walk in, you walk and go, you see one of them reach out. Tian. Yes.
I
Yes. Yes.
what manner of spirits are you? That's that you're trapped here. So
We don't know.
uh,
We don't remember. We are trapped. Free us.
what would free you?
We don't know.
Okay.
We have suffered for long enough. And with that, maybe about 3 breaths of talking time, you have the dog down here with feral red glowing eyes going,
But it's kind of yelping at me. Is it the hyena dog
he's
thing?
yelping at you and the spirits, and when he yelps, the spirits just kind of cringe back and go, no, don't hurt us, don't hurt us.
Yeah, look at the dog. What does the dog look like actually?
Make an arcana roll.
Okay. That's 16.
Okay, the dog is not normal. The dog
Okay.
is looks like either one of those dogs that are used to hunt down errant spirits,
Okay.
or one of those celestial hunting dogs. But
Okay.
guessing by what you have seen of it, probably the former.
Okay.
Mm.
And I kind of look at it and I speak to the dog in kind of like in Celestial. It's like, hi, you is your are you the one who binds the spirits, or do you serve someone else?
We do not bind the spirits. They are here of their own doing. Leave. Do not speak with them. They are serving out their sentence.
Hmm. And I peer at the dog and I say, perhaps as are you. Then I smile and then I walk into the house.
Okay.
Then I kind of like muse to myself. Then I'm like, capital. Why would there be a place like this in this capital?
This is not
Then
the
I walk in
capital. This is a separate pocket realm.
separate
Mhm.
from. Oh, but it's okay. Sorry, it's not in the capital, is it? It's I have to walk
There,
through an interstice of reality to get here.
correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
there there is a path down here that leads to Luoyang. There is a path down here that leads to Xiangyang. But
Okay.
so far you've not been able to exploit Luoyang to Xiangyang. So whichever path that you took to get here, you will return on the same path.
Okay, got it. I kind of like study the things a little bit more and commit them to kind of like my painter's memory, and then I kind of like walk in. And along the way, did I see any strange? Not strange. Did I see any flowers along the way, like red lotuses, etc., which will tell me which level of RVC I'm in, or which level of
Very good.
which level of purgatory I'm in,
Good,
basically.
good call. But the
Uh,
entire land is barren.
Okay, got it.
So you can see that this looks like a absolute freaking charming place to be, right? Except for the first portion of it, and you may be able you do see some reddish leaves along the way, so it may very well be, the place that you think of, or perhaps one
Okay.
of the splinter realms of it.
Like my Chang Tian's instincts are telling him that this is one of those strange realms where
Mm-hmm.
water patrons hang out, and sort of like one of those never wears and neither hears,
Yep.
and he basically thinks to himself, all right, there's probably some ground rules here. I'll just do my memory work and then investigate this further. No point antagonizing nice spirit hounds there. And Chang Tian walks down into the house and then says like, "Wow, you chose a nice meeting place." He says to the rest of the party.
The meeting
It's like
place chose
I, I, I,
you.
I literally cross worlds to get here. Like what's wrong with the magistrate's office? Does it is it not loading or something?
Yeah, it's permanently on a spin cycle.
I tell you, the real nightmare is if I actually lose the entire city. The Luoyang Roofing Tile Association will be most displeased.
Please indeed.
Immediate withdrawal of sponsorship.
Yeah, I know, right? It's already, as it is already, I cannot renew Pure Good Energy as my sponsor. Okay.
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 We can I gesture at the seat where we met at Little Seer, where he left that table open.
Sure.
We can go down
As
there
you
to
walk down to the
discuss.
table, right, Changtian, as you cross a threshold, what feels like a threshold, right? You feel something just push against your ears as you walk in, right? It feels like this area is sequestered.
I see. And is it sequestered so it's kind of something trapped inside, or is it like a?
Nope, it just pushes interference away from the outside.
I see. Okay, got it.
Good choice of tables, Ivan.
Well, we know that he's not coming back right anytime soon. So
Oh no, he's very happy. He's happily run off somewhere to exploit his newfound information.
yep.
Mwahaha.
Yep. Uh, so so as the guys come in, I have found the location of where Sui Xian is kept.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a broken book.
Do you what manner of agency is holding her?
The bouquet guards.
Oh, okay.
The prison is somewhere 6 leagues away from northeast of Luoyang. But I have a quick way to enter the location, the prison, without being detected.
Okay.
However, exiting is a problem because this is a one-way teleportation into the location, and we will not be able to get out.
Okay.
We'll either have to sneak our way out or fight our way out.
Yeah, about that, I've actually been considering opting to the blockade guard.
Sorry, a physical what?
Actually been considering talking to the blockade guard.
Talking to the brigade guard
Yeah.
and trying to convince them that our dear Miss Ma has not committed any crimes.
That's one way of looking at it.
If there's anything I've gathered from the conversations we've had, it's that you don't need to have committed a crime to be arrested,
Yes,
particularly in this city.
Out of line,
So-
he's right.
I do have to agree with Kukang on that point. All you have to do is stare at them slightly crookedly, and they will arrest you.
Why am I being arrested? You looked at me funny.
But you didn't laugh. Never mind. So
Uh,
there is.
I want to speak to the three friends that we met yesterday, who were confronting Ziyi, so to speak.
And
So-
the purpose to speak to them is
Just to get a feel, know what they're up to, why they came here, what their agenda is.
Okay, refresh. Ziyi has told you that they are from the Brocade Guards. She has not told you who they are. Because she doesn't give out that shit for free.
yep.
But he introduced you, right?
One of them introduced themselves, two of them didn't.
Yes.
Yep.
So I actually want to talk to the person.
Oh, Wen, yeah.
And you want to talk to him, find out what they want. They wanted to find out the same shit as we did, right?
Yes. So two groups with the same agenda. It's interesting, don't you think?
They're looking for the same thing. Assuming that they're on the same agenda is not necessarily correct.
Correct. They may be looking for the same thing, but they definitely not the same agenda. And what's to say that they will just execute Sui Xian there and then after we have talked to them?
So I don't quite get why have they caught Lucian anyway?
That's a very
It
good
was-
question, and nobody has asked that question
You
yet.
don't
Yeah.
know, and the
So-
bouquet got able to shed light on that.
If I had to guess, it's probably simple interrogation.
Mhm.
Want to find out who else has she spoken to about matters that the guard or whoever commands the guard, whoever
It's a little
what they
bit.
find to be undesirables, that sort of thing.
I mean, honestly speaking, it's like then Chunkin basically says a Persian word, and then kind of like talks to us. Says a Roman word. It says Praetorians all around the world are the same. They're all like they claim to work for central powers, but
Yes.
then nobody really looks over them, and then they do their own thing because every bureaucracy is just trying to make sure that it's got enough money to keep itself running. But look, it's really convoluted. Like look, Tracian's a girl that she is involved. The only link she has, then I kind of Shantae takes out a piece of rice paper, is that she's actually the disciple of a powerful occult technician, a ritual specialist that this city sometimes calls upon, and everybody is looking around for. then Changtian draws around Xianxi, looking for a certain tomb, it seems. Actually, no, I don't know that yet because nobody told me about that.
Nobody's
So
told
it's
you
like,
about the tomb, yeah. But
but
they are looking
I
for.
don't know. I don't know about Sanxi operations, lah.
Mm.
There have been some like I know that the Ma Taoists have been involved in the going around the Sanxi, right? Like some stuff, right? That was like
They
3
do
sessions
know,
ago.
yeah, correct. So the Ma Taoists have were consulted on specific occult matters in Shanxi by Magistrate Gao.
Yeah, and then Magistrate Gao is the friend of this person, and Magistrate Gao is now dead. All right. So and then Magistrate Gao was doing a job that nobody really wants, but it destabilizes the city to a Magistrate Gao dead, and people are being put inside right now. So who benefits from the city being destabilized? Either criminals or cops, so that criminals can do more crime and cops can justify extra funding. So anyway, she's just came all the way across from the south of China, all the way up here, carrying a bunch of bodies with fake paperwork, and now she's been grabbed away. So maybe she saw something along the way, but I'm thinking that she's probably put in as something of hostage, because now Magistrate Gao, the guy who found out information, is dead, and then the other person that she's connected to, her master who helped Magistrate Gao find out information about this mysterious missing people connected to. Then like Changtian says another choice word of like, he says senator, mistranslates it there. It says all these dukes and aristocrats. I think they're interrogating her for some aristocrats, either the duke or some other powerful eunuchs purposes, to find out what they know. And right now, everybody in the city, it looks as though this medicine person is being pushed forward by Duke Xie. So Duke Steele's rival would be Hua Kongkong, who doesn't have any power, but Hua Kongkong probably wants power of his own. So my guess is that he's being interrogated by Hua Kongkong, who wants to find out what the Mars are doing, or someone's trying to clean up some evidence, and she's the way to get the Mars to shut up. I don't know. That's just what I have so far.
So-
I have other things, but this is what I have.
So what you've basically surmised is largely true. There are three power factions in. There are three power factions. Sorry, the two power factions in Luoyang. There's an introduction of a third, which is the Persians, and the Persians, as far as you can tell, are being investigated as well. So
Yeah.
there is a lot of what looks like a lot of initial feeling out of each other. It's like if you're fighting a person that is of equivalent power level of you as you, and it's not a personal fight, it's an organizational fight, right? The fight happens at very many levels at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So all of these things, right, all point towards there being schemes within schemes, plots within plots, and untangling all of them very specifically will take you time. Probably more time than you have currently in order to decide what kind of action you want to take to help your friends or to help yourself.
Okay.
That's the summary of what the situation is, lah.
Yep.
So there are tons of individual threats down there, but you don't really have anything apart from, oh yeah, you've got something here and you know that somebody's investigating the Persians, you know somebody's investigating the Mars, you know somebody is investigating Duke Xie. You have a really good idea of what Duke Xie wants, but you don't have any idea of what Hua Kongkong wants.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, I mean, since I don't really know the catch up on Dukes here, like, can someone fill me in on like what you found out about Dukes here?
Yeah, please make it in character.
Okay, so
So, but Chen puts that he thinks it's a Hua Kong Kong connection, but then he'll like basically ask what you guys think and whether you have any new news for him.
Well,
okay, yeah,
see as a demon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's like that's mildly surprising, but not too much.
Well, specifically, he's a very powerful cultivator, uh, cultivating infernal energy,
Uh, and then
and he seems interested. He's definitely raising an army of sorts, and his ambitions are no less than complete rule over China.
Okay, but sorry, I maybe I'm just the outsider here, but why is it tolerable for a high-ranking member of the aristocracy to be practicing infernal arts and
Because no one can remove him.
All right. I get things in this this heaven of all under heaven work out quite differently from what the books say. Chang Tian picks up like a piece of paper and starts like taking notes. Yeah, so he's a demon and he wants an army.
Pretty much, yes.
All right. And where is this army going to come? Is he like is it the medicine man angle that you were studying?
We suspect that I suspect that the Mixon Man angle is backup plan,
Okay.
because from the sounds of it, I look around to make sure no one else is listening on us.
Yep, that's what the sequester spell is for.
And I say, Xianxia is looking for a sword that is a replica, if he cannot get the original, of the Emperor's sword, which would raise an army of terracotta warriors, if you've heard of that.
I'm guessing this Duke fella either doesn't like initiative from others or he's like really unlikable because all his armies seem to be drugged out people or unthinking constructs. Probably both. Okay. But yes, so he wants to. It's all for a sword.
100,000 constructs.
And since under the circumstances of how we met, I'm guessing it's a sword connected to 9,999 others.
Yes, it is.
It's specifically this sword.
Okay. So,
Eh,
okay. Then,
which also brings out another point that Shangxi is where the rumor of the last rumor where the first emperor's tomb is at.
Okay, so one thing that you also forgot to brief Chang Tian about, one detail. Duke Xie was aristocracy in Tang Dynasty. Tang Dynasty aristocracy has the right for a private army.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay, but that has been removed since they moved to the Song Dynasty. So he has no Bing Quan, even though he's kept his hereditary title.
okay.
Right? In contrast with Hua Gonggong, who has actually got the ability to mobilize at least an army of 600.
Mhm.
Which is a
the
big deal.
brocade.
Which is a very big deal.
Which we haven't told Shao as well.
Yeah.
Chang Tian as well. So Hua Gonggong is now the temporary leader of the brocade guards.
I
Yep.
see.
Which means that he's able to mobilize army size of 600.
Okay, so hold on. So the medicine people are a Duke Seer project, but currently the brocade guards are currently working for Hua Kong.
Yeah.
And we have information that our friend is inside the dungeons that held by the brocade guard.
Yes.
This information was given to us by a medicine person.
No, it's given to us by it was confirmed that the brocade
see.
guards by Ziyi, and the location of the prison is confirmed by the medicine man.
Okay, then I think it's pretty obvious what Suisin's there for. It's like it's there so that we gallivanting gentlemen will gather here and go inside there, and there's two people inside there that we cannot allow to go inside there, and that's you, Amu, and that's you, Ifan. Because you, Ifan, Kokong has wanted to go to has wanted to go up the mountain to seize the dragon well, and you're a key to the dragon well. And secondly, you have this sword that could unlock a whole tomb of of things. And he might not know that he needs both of you. He might only want Ifan. But if he finds out about both, that's probably the reason that we're being fished in. We're being reeled in.
That's a very astute observation, because you've hit on the head on two things. One is that Ifan's being pulled in, Lomu is being pulled in, but as far as Hua Gong Gong knows, he doesn't know the two of you from Sunday right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's that? Yeah, it's like, I don't think it's very wise for us to go in like this with this information. It's also no disrespect to Yi, but somebody who can be paid for information can also be reliably paid to dispense information.
That is also true.
Yes.
That is very true.
I agree.
However, you've missed out one thing, because Changtian has the Jing Yue has already been here, and she has not said anything to them.
To prove your point, the brocade guards have already been here, and she has not leaked any information about Lomu or me.
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
That is what we saw.
That's what we saw.
Yes.
Second thing, I point at Qinglong direction. He has a grudge against our dear Hua Gong, and whatever information that he has provided me, I am quite certain that he will not reveal, because he has asked me of a favor, and I've sworn on my life and my honor that I will fulfill it.
You see, that's the point, right? He's already gotten you to do something for him with no investment of his own.
It's all right, but
if he's working for Dukes here and he's against Hua Gong, then we're doing his will as well.
Yeah, we are, but I believe Sui Xian's life is more important than my own safety.
You poor Jianghu people. So sympathetic.
It might go beyond one person's life right now, but understand.
I am okay. This is my plan. I am going to look for. We are going to teleport in. Look for Sui Xian. Rescue her, and look for. Although Qinglong did not say her name, but we are going to look for the remains of Zhu Jue.
Okay.
What? Okay.
So we are going to look for the remains of Zhu Jue and bring her remains.
Literally doing the Amu, I don't know. Huh? You mean that's Su Xia? Oh.
Maybe that's exactly what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Must point it out that you're playing the huh? You mean that's her? Nani? Naruhodo.
Yes. For all the hints, strong suggestions that Qinglong has suggested, it is safe to say that the remains was going to be Zhu Jue. And I promise to bring her remains out.
Okay.
You may want to also, just to hint also, tell them what's in the dungeon, the prison.
The prison has a giant, has a Sharlak in the bottom of the pit. No, just kidding.
A Sarlacc.
Man, he has a freaking shy.
There's a Remora's frostworm silkworm thing, right?
Yeah, Remora's frostworm. Okay, there's a big frostworm in the bottom of the pit that causes the prison to be extremely cold. So there are a couple of things that I'm interested in getting before we attempt to spring the rescue. One is something to keep us warm, and second, a brooch of fire. There's a cape of there's a brooch of like something to keep us warm, and a cloak to hide our presence so that we can sneak out of sneak out of the dungeon without being detected.
Of the 4 of you, 3 of you don't have to worry about frost resistance. 3 of you. Only
Yeah.
Kukang needs to
Yes.
worry.
We had to keep on like clenching every round, reaction, being reactive.
Kang was we got the fire thing.
Correct.
Yes.
Teach now lah. Hey, come, Wukang. Training montage.
Ken, if you want to teach him, that's actually not undoable. It's easy enough for him to learn. Your tier 2 learning a tier 1 cultivation art. It's not difficult at all.
Yep.
I've made some friends with like the calligraphers here, right? So perhaps we can purchase some easy spell scrolls.
Hmm.
Don't make me load up Lo Yang again. It destroyed the last time it got hit by lightning.
Yes, there's that, and I would like to go to look for clothes to hide our presence. Especially, I look at Amu and Kukang. Especially for Amu and Kukang, who are not particularly stealthy.
Stuff. All right.
Basically, AKA, I'm going to look for cloak or elven kind where it's like double. It's a disadvantage to spot us and advantage to in hiding.
Oh, we can get one.
You want to look
If we
in
can,
you want to look in Luoyang or you want to look here? This
actually,
appears to
if
be
you
one
can-
of the nicer places to buy.
yes, I was thinking of looking here, and I was thinking of asking the pixie.
Okay, Ken. So do you wanna try and get your items? What's your budget, by the way?
I don't have much money. The money is now with, the bulk of the money is with, I think, Amu.
Really?
You have a couple of thousand, right?
Oh yeah, because I haven't been spending.
Yes.
So how much do you have? What's the total budget? The party budget?
I have about. Let me see.
Let me check the session notes. I'm actually guessing a couple of thousand.
I only have about 400 left. No, not even 400 left. About
Kukang and
about 200.
Kukang and Longmu have not spent any money, so I think they have about 4,000 each.
They should have a thou. They should They don't have 1,000. They should have about maybe 1,500 each.
Okay.
Okay. Hi. Sorry, my internet is wonky, so I missed the last minute. But I heard something about budget and Amu having the cash. Yeah, that was where I got to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm with cash.
Yes, Amu has cash.
Amu has cash. The monies.
The monies.
The monies.
Okay.
I
Let
mean,
me
Amu really doesn't care lah.
double check something. You may actually want to get like the boots rather than the cloak.
The cloak is better because cloak has both the disadvantage and the advantage.
Okay. Can
I've already done my research on that one.
boots of 11 kind. Let me check.
Boot of the cloak of 11 kind.
So I would also like to share with everyone something that I found out about the person who faked the paperwork, because that gives us some clues before we run in screaming. Is that the person who did this is an egoist, like a narcissistic forger? It's like kind of gave a lot of clues. Like, hey, look at me. It's like there's all kinds of instead of using paper, uses parchment from far off lands, hoping to draw attention to that perhaps. And the calligraphy.
Shao, you dropped out again. Shao, you dropped out. Okay, so while Shao is offline because I think the internet in Singapore is like super bad today. Let me go and deal with your things, okay? Pixie sees the three of you approaching and says, "You three again? What now?"
We're looking for some gear.
What are you looking for in particular?
Something that will hide our presence.
You
A cloak. A boot.
You see the
boots.
man. You see the pair down there, right at the bottom right hand corner.
Mm. Okay. I guess that they are the people to talk to, I guess.
Yes, talk to them.
Okay.
Okay, so
Head towards that location.
okay. I I have a great dislike for shopping episodes, but buying equipment for mission is a different thing altogether. Okay. So the little one, the big one just goes up. The big one looks like a goat demon of some sort. Um, looks rather nonplussed, right? And the little one goes, "Hey, how are you? Hi." Shao, you went offline for a while, so you wanna do it before they start bargaining because you cut
The
off.
wolf. So yeah, sorry. Did I manage to get to the parchment?
You managed to get to the parchment and then you cut off.
Okay,
Completely cut
good.
off.
So the person who forged the papers and sent them Suicide's way has somebody who has got connections all the way to the south of China, along the places near the kingdoms of Yue. And was this near the historical kingdom of Wu? It's all across the coast, and that's also kind of interesting because it actually goes below that, and somebody's got influence and power all the way down there, and we also have to kind of secret this information to send these corpses this way. Now, before you told me about all these things about Duke Xie and Hua Kong and the Brocade Guard, actually my suspicion was actually the ancient tree demon that we whose territory we trespass as being some.
Oh no, they shall drop again.
Shao dropped again. Walao, it's really one of those days, man. Just bloody hell.
Sigh.
Sigh.
Yeah. Anyway, so the destruction of Luoyang by lightning, the destruction of Shao's voice by, it's one of those days. It's one of those bloody days. Okay, so
Hey, hello, sorry. I think never mind. Let's go ahead. Like my internet is really not wanting to let me talk about the parchment. I think.
the
Anyway.
Imperial censors are after you.
Yeah, the Imperial censors. But wait, I'm the part of the Imperial censors.
They are. Is Wu
We can talk
Jiantao.
about that.
Where's your report? Why you don't tell us all of you first? But anyway, be careful because there might be something going on there, and if we find out more about this thing, I think we may get information about either it's Duxie or Hua Kong. But my money is really that it's Hua Kong Kong basically not having as many cool toys as Duxie and wanting to use his toys to get the toys that other people get. Yeah, that's my suspicion.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking about the demon in the
Yeah.
tree demon in the inn, right? The inn was actually destroyed by the mountain dogs.
Okay. Oh.
That's what we found out.
And in fact, the mountain dogs have been 胡作非为. They've been running around committing crimes all along the northern border of Xiangyang.
Yeah.
Any
And
do
in Jin territory,
Yeah, in Jin territory, but the northern portion of Xiangyang, north of Xiangyang.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyway, before we get cut out again, right? This little guy down here goes up to you and gets, "Hey, big guy, what can I do for you?"
So I'm looking for some equipment.
Oh, you've come to the right place. Hey,
Some equipment to be able to hide our presence and silence our footsteps.
all right, no problems. This is Big Wang, I'm Little Wang. Come here, you come to the right place. We used to be melon sellers, you know, but then we got into something more lucrative.
Yeah. Shoes.
No. So we got stuff, right? So we always find stuff and we get people to sell them to us for cheap and we sell it to you for slightly less cheap. Yeah, how's that?
Sounds great. It fell off the back of a wagon, right?
No. All of our stuff is genuine, honestly acquired.
Okay. I love things that honestly fall off, like Kanye says to himself.
Yeah, I mean, you know, trucks and all that, right? The state of the roads these days, you know, Jin territory, all that. Yeah, it's like the Luoyang Road Tile Association practically wants this stuff to fall off the back of carts.
What do you happen to have this thing? I hear a lot of good things, but it's called Pure Good Energy.
Pure gold energy. I hear that's up
Yeah.
in Wutang, but it's up on Mount Wutang. But I'll see if I can find some for you. Keep in touch.
All right.
Back to the point.
Back to the
Do
point.
you have those items?
What did you
now.
want again? Sorry.
Silent eatings.
Silently thing.
Cloaks that can hide our presence and boots that could
Oh,
soften our footsteps.
ghost cloaks. Yeah, I got a couple of them. I got a couple, literally a couple, 2 of them. And I'll let them have you for a special price.
Do you
I wait.
have
Your price.
2,000 each.
And then I whisper to, like, wouldn't it be cheaper to actually buy consumables? Like, unless you really want to be quiet for a really long time.
I think there is no point buying anything from this merchant that is not going to give us a
Hey,
fair
no,
price.
that's a great price already, right? You can't get it from anywhere else, right? Luoyang, you never know when these like brocade gods come in and bust you on a deal, right? So this is the best place. It's safe, and I'm giving you a damn good price for it. Come on, man, it's a deal.
As I think we will take our chances in Loyang. I was gonna turn over.
Hey, it's up to you, man. But I'm here to provide a service, and I'm sorry that you couldn't get across with any of that. But if you want consumables, I can do consumables too. You
I look at
want?
him and I say, so it's not that we don't want the cloak, but it's a little bit pricey. Surely you can do something better for us.
Make me a persuasion check.
Sway song. Hang on. Beyond is being loady.
Come Tin Ngo.
What? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay,
13.
13?
13.
Satin. Okay.
Go like crap, please. Thank you.
Well done. He says, "All right. You seem like a good type. So let me cut you a good deal. All right. So you take both of them. Take both the cloaks, right? I'll give them to you for 3,000.
I look at Ivan with because I don't know prices.
it's actually really too much because it's an uncommon item.
It's
It
true.
should not go. It shouldn't go for more than 500. But we really need it, so
Also, this is the kind of thing that would get cracked down in a normal city because of the crime potential of it.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
Good old black market tax.
Yeah,
Yeah, black market tax is not 3 times. It's normally just.
it's not 3
double.
times. You have some room to bargain down as well.
Yeah, you have some.
I say 3,000 for two of them. Come on, surely you can do two, which is already a pretty good price.
He thinks for a while and he says, I tell you what, I can do 2.
License a butt.
There is no but. I'll give it to you for 2. I noticed that you're friends with Ziyi over there, and I see that you're friends with Pixie, so call it a friend discount, shall we? I'll give it to you for 2.
Sure, two is a deal.
Right, no problems. I'll give it to you for 2. He sizes you up, right, and he looks at you and says, let's let Ziyi know that you bought the stuff from me.
Very well.
Make me an insight check.
Yeah, I was kind of suspecting something like that.
Sus.
He's sus.
He's very sus.
14.
14? It sounds like there is some kind of a code involved in it. Like it's a coded phrase.
Is it one of those? Have you heard of Skillshare?
I say, perhaps you would like to say what you're actually trying to say.
Oh no, I mean, 4 big guys with, weapons and stuff like that suddenly come in and, you start buying stuff to launch a break-in. I'm just curious, man. I just want to know what's going on. I mean, I don't want the brocade guards to kind of start barging into the border inn and start hauling me off to some damn prison and freeze my butt off.
Hey, look at Tonkin, he's threatening us.
The brocade cards will not come here and haul you off.
Yeah, but
this is neutral. This is neutral ground.
That's true, but I don't live here. I just happen to be here. I do business here, but
They're not going to haul you off wherever you are. The evidence are here.
It's true, but still, I'd like to be prepared. People in my line of business, you don't get places by being careless. Let's just put it that way, eh?
Out of question, case. A quick question.
Hmm?
The Baroka fruit, right? Is it Baroka fruit?
The
Bodhi fruit.
Bodhi fruit.
Bodhi fruit, yeah.
Is the Bodhi fruit worth something?
You don't know. You will have to try and find out. Baroka fruit, Bodhi fruit was the
Bodhi fruit.
It's in my world one of the many pharmacological ingredients by which you can make pills of cultivation from.
Yep.
And there was a period of time in the previous episodes where Bodhi fruit was in very scarce supply in Xiangyang.
Yes. I just do not know whether it's in scarce supply. Not a Baroka. If I do not know whether it's in scarce supply in Loyang or in anywhere else in the world. Okay. I take out I reach into the bag of holding from that is it with Amu. I pull out a Bodhi fruit. How about we do something?
Make an insight check.
I am relying on Amu to do that. Or those with higher wisdom.
My insight is not too horrible. There was a 19 that became
Okay. Okay. this guy, the short like goblinoid type figure, right? Who has still not introduced himself. Oh yeah, he did like he introduced himself as
Wang.
Little Wang lah, but
Yeah.
you know that's probably a fake name. It's he doesn't even flinch, right? But the guy next to him suddenly lets out a low guttural.
What does mean?
A bit like the Singapore equivalent of
Okay.
That's right. We
I
have
think
something
once
of
that-
we have something. I believe we have something of value here, and I think that a trade might come in useful.
How many of those do you have?
Very few.
How many?
Okay, I remember we took 7.
Yeah,
Uh,
Dragon
I-
Ball joke.
we only have 2.
2 wouldn't be enough. He thinks for a while. He says, "You look like you know how to use one of these. You know how to make pills of cultivation using those."
Yes, I do. I just need the ingredients.
You have some of them. You have most of them.
I don't have most of them. I'm missing a few.
He thinks for a while and he says, "Call it 2,000. When you're done with whatever it needs, whatever it is that you need to do with those cloaks, come back here. I got a job for you. Do it and we'll call it quits. No robbing, no, just need you to put some ingredients together." How's
I believe that will be an amicable trade.
That's fine. Don't need your fruit. I need you.
I figure. I put the fruit back inside the bag of holding.
That's fair. You drive a hard bargain, but not just doing business with you. He reaches into what looks like a little urn on the corner there, right? He kind of like literally dives face first and reaches in there, and he starts pulling, right? And pulling, and you start seeing these cloth that your eyes just slide off. It feels oily. These cloth look oily, sheeny. And he pull them out, and he pulls out 2 of them, and then he comes back and he says, "It's for your 2 big guys over here, I assume."
I just pick up I hand it to Amu and I hand it to Kukang.
Okay.
Actually, Amu not very big. He's probably shorter than Eva.
Yeah, that's true. But Amu is quite beefy.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Because Ifan is just not very beefy.
Okay.
I thank you. We still have to pay that 2,000, right?
Yeah.
Nick will need you to.
We can do the admin later. So, any other preps for before you decide to twang?
I will spend the money that I never realized I had ordered.
Okay, Ken?
You all mentioned something about the method to ward off cold, right?
Yes.
So how long does that take?
Actually,
Be right back, I need to pee.
One long rest, so we can get that done. You will need a reaction, but every reaction will allow that you take. You're allowed to gain resistance to cold or fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Nick, if you need to pee, then let's take a break for a while because I think I owe Meowling karaoke this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you wanna call Meowling over?
Is she there?
I don't know. Meowling, are you there? Meowling.
She might be like playing Pokemon or something. Let me check first.
Yeah. I mean, she's the one who redeemed it lah. So if I'm gonna do the karaoke, hopefully she'll be there lah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Just let me get ready first.
There's no response yet.
Oh, okay lah. Then we wait for a while first lah. Then after that we wait for Meowling to come online first, okay? Yeah.
I'm getting a reply. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, she might be busy at work also. I'll double check.
Okay lah. Then never mind. If it's busy with work, then I will perform, and then after that, she can watch the VOD.
Well, she's currently not tuned in, so
Up to her lah.
give me a sec, huh? She said next week. She
Next
said
week,
she can pay.
Next week, okay? Okay lah. Next week.
Still need to pee. She's still working anyway.
Okay lah. No problems.
I'm going to toilet. Bye bye.
Okay. Anyway, so we are now taking a break. Normally we would do karaoke a bit because there's actually karaoke down here. I know that Ramji has not accumulated enough points for karaoke. I don't think so. But Meowling, one of our regular watchers, one of our regular viewers, right, have redeemed it last week. So normally what happens is that they redeem it at the end of the session, and then I'll do it for the next one. But she's not here, so maybe I'll do it for next week. Yeah. Anyway, so I know that there's a lot of stuff going on right now. We should be heading to the next stage already. A lot of information over the past 1.5 sessions, because the plot tends to be a little bit more convoluted right now. Yeah. So we'll just hang on for a little while.
Hi, sorry, came back. I nearly fixed the router.
No worries.
Hopefully I fixed the router. I don't know whether I damaged it instead.
Percussive maintenance.
The standard way to fix technological stuff: knock on it first, then switch it off and switch it on.
Yeah, pure good energy. Please help me.
Pure good energy.
Pure good energy. Luoyang Tile Association. Which I just realized that actually that because of the shoddy construction, right, the border-ins tiles are actually not put properly. And it's true. It's the shoddy construction. There was a hole in the thing that the dice fell through just now. I don't know whether you all noticed or not.
It's alright.
This kind of thing bothers me, It's like, come on lah, I spend so much time putting it together and then there's a hole in the ground.
But honestly speaking, I feel that this inn, right, is supposed to be a 300 to 1,000-year-old inn that has been there for a long time and has not been renovated.
So Pixie already tells you something about the inn. It was not originally an inn. It was just a location that he managed to stumble across. And he was the one who turned it into an inn over the last 20 years.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the location is just basically
it's a beast realm. Yeah, it's a beast realm. So I just see a slight surge of viewers. Hi guys, for those of you who are seeing here today, we are just taking a slight break. And then we're about to head to the actual mission objective for today, because a lot of the players have been trying to figure out this overly convoluted plot that I've put together.
Surely you jest. It's not convoluted at all.
Don't like that lah. I really work very hard to make it as convoluted, no. It's actually the opposite,
No lah.
Why would it sound? Oh, okay. I was like, this one is you want to poke the bear, right?
Yeah. Poke.
No, I actually honestly I'm gonna say this online and I'm gonna shit talk Nick while he's taking a pee, right? Actually none of this was necessary. You were the ones who decided to come to Loyang.
Yeah, I know. I was like, we were perfectly happy not being in Loyang.
Yes, correct. Hello? Then Nick was like, no, I must find out about my ancestry. Well, you found out.
Turned out they're not nice people.
Yeah,
Or
it turned
most
out to be tons of not nice people around here. Who would have
Hello?
thought? Right? That the capital of China, in one of the most politically fraught eras of China, would be full of these power-grabbing people.
Hello? It's almost like we thought that there'll be nicer people.
Yeah, full of nice people that will just tell him that, actually you are the son of an emperor, and then just happily let him ascend to power, right?
I'm back.
Yay! Hello!
Hi, totally not talking about you at all, Nick. Yeah, okay, you can check the stream later. We weren't talking about you.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Inside check!
Oh, inside.
check.
Inside check. Okay, if Rentus is back, is Rentus or was
I've been here the whole time.
Okay, you've been here the whole time. Okay.
You're
Then
listening to the boss.
are we so we're heading to bust Xu out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we got the gear outfitted already, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready? 5,
I
4.
I will
3.
just go Power Ranger. I will crush.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh my OMG. This looks awesome.
Is it another map? You
Yes,
spend
yes.
time on it.
yes, it is. So
He
It looks like the other one. It looks like the blood demon one.
not entirely.
not entirely.
I have
He stuck two maps together.
yes, my usual. This is from
Oh, good
the
energy.
the Wuxia Map Stitching Association. Brought to you by Tales Bazaar for all of your Tales Fire needs. You find yourself
Complaints when DM loads new map.
you find yourself in a immediately pulled into a teleportation circle, and you find yourself in an area a cold breeze blows through the caverns. Yeah, let me just set the sound because
Oh yeah, speaking of which, how do I buy the Hero Forge model and port it over?
I will talk to you about it later, but generally speaking, it's the Unity model.
It's not very difficult, is it?
It's not difficult at all. The
I
difficulty
just need
is
to buy
in me trying to get it to work here. Okay, and there is a cold, icy wind that blows, and you see a blue glow coming even from where you are at, round the corner, where you know that that's the prison that was referred to by Qinglong as the prison of the dead. At the wall, you see that there is a stone wall. As promised, that stone wall appears to have a seam where it looks like it can be pushed outward.
Okay. I gesture at all of you to to move. I push the door forward.
Very well timed on the music. You push your way through, and at a touch, what happens is that this entire section of wall fades away into... oh wait, wrong one. Haha. Fades away, leaving you with a pathway into what looks like a spiral staircase up.
Okay.
All the way up. What do you do?
staircase.
This way.
I
So
take
if you go here, you see that there's a spiral staircase leading up.
I take coffee out of my backpack.
Off your backpack. Okay.
And I get coffee to do some scouting for me.
Mention something about how it's probably very uncomfortable to keep a bird locked on the backpack.
There's animal abuse here, you know.
I actually trying to find a coffee icon on my miniature, but
Coffee flies through the tunnels quietly, stealthily. And this is what you see of the level above. You see that round the corner there is what looks like a metal portcullis. Right? There is a small switch here that if you depress will open the portcullis. Okay? You see, you can't go past that, but from where you see what looks like the guard commander and 2 guards. They are not facing the entrance here.
You're
They're
facing outwards, right?
They're facing, in fact, they're facing towards the prison.
Okay. So, is there another way? Is that the only way in?
I'm sorry?
Is that the only way in?
It looks like a way, unless you have a way of porting past this, teleporting past this. It looks like it's the only way in. The prisons themselves are on a higher level, and you see cages. The cages are here.
Okay.
Okay. So you see it basically goes up to the prisons, and the prisons are here. So there's the prisons here, and this is where basically everybody crowds.
It's on the same level as the guards, right?
Yep, it's on the same level as the guards.
Okay.
Okay, so this is roughly what it looks like based on what you can see.
Okay.
Okay, so much for the stealth approach.
Well, it's still useful in the sense that you can somehow manage to get through the thing without alerting the guards. That would be okay, but you will probably have to get rid of the guards somehow. Depends on what you want to do, I mean, what kind of life skills do you bring to the table?
What kind of life skills do I bring to the table?
Okay, here's the other thing. There's also a second set of spirals that go downward.
Okay.
You want to go down? There's one that goes up. There's a spiral that goes up. There's a spiral that goes down.
Warning sign.
I remember this Xinglong mentioned that the land of the dead is
The prison
not
of the
guarded.
dead. The prison of the dead is the entrance, the icy cave entrance. That one's obvious. So there are more prison cells down.
More prison cells down, is it?
Yup. So okay, your scouting will show you this. Okay, you're down here, all the way down. It leads to a second set of portcullis here. Nobody's guarding this stretch. It opens up,
Okay.
and then there's a door here, and you don't know what's past the door.
Okay. So the second set of portcullis, the second set, to get to the second set of portcullis, I still need to get past the guards, is it?
Nope. So this is so the spiral staircase goes up. Okay. Spiral staircase goes up. It will lead you to what is basically the holding cells and the main entrance of the entrance of the keep, right? Which is
okay.
kind of heavily guarded lah, as far as you can tell. But however, the prisons itself are actually down, actually south.
Okay.
They're actually further down.
Okay, well, let's go further down. Let's go down first. And stealth our way to the second apocalypse.
Okay, done. This set of apocalypse here, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna be lazy and just summon you to the spot.
Yeah, just create new icons. No
Yup.
problems.
Where is the? Okay, here you are. So you're here. You're here. Only two of you have cloaks of ghost cloaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What am I missing? Changtian.
Hmm.
And coffee.
Yes.
Ah yeah. Bloody hell. Go away. Changtian and coffee. Okay, so there we are.
Okay, so how just to look at how is the door locked? Is the apocalypse locked or
This
can we
door is
just...
not locked.
Okay, just try to open the apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already open, and it opens up to a series of cells. And
Okay.
you cannot see past the doors. They are all metal doors with little bars across. So far, you've not seen a single guard.
Amu is going to look into the first two cells.
Okay, so Amu is going to go. Make me a stealth check, please. You have
You have
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah.
What's the roll?
12.
Okay, let me make a roll here. Okay, never mind. That's bad enough that it fails anyway. Okay. Yeah, nothing. You see, you poke your head in, right? And you see, wait a minute. Make me a perception check.
Great perception.
Yep.
Roll 1.
Okay. There's a mangy man that looks like he's got hair over to it. He looks gone. He looks like he's been here for a very long time. At least maybe a month, right? He's starving. His skin is hanging loose on his body, right? And he's barely conscious.
I look at Ivan, I point, I shrug, and I move on to the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
Which cell? This one or this one? This one, the second one here, right? This one here, right? Second one here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see a man suspended on what is called a Pipako. So these are deep, what look like hooks, right? That go through the shoulders. They go right through the shoulders. They pierce the shoulder bones, and he's being suspended up there. And he's hanging, and you see a line of steel needles going down his 5 vital chakras.
Ouch.
I look at Ivan.
I
Probably.
follow. As after when the Amu moves forward, right? I will follow behind him.
Yeah, so he
and
double checks.
I'll see what Amu sees.
Okay. This one here? Rich, make me a perception roll.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I need an angle so that I can actually remove
I mean,
you.
Utang and Changtian are also there.
Okay.
10. I don't think it's enough.
No, actually it is.
Oh,
You
it is?
recognize him.
Okay.
Do you remember a certain Jiang Sihai that was taken by the Jingyiwei many sessions ago?
Yeah. No. Yes, I remember.
Jiang Sihai is here. This is Jiang Sihai.
Does he have the Pipako?
No, he doesn't have the Pipako, but he looks like he's been beaten, starved. He's been here for a very long time.
不可以这样子海。
是海哥.
Sihai
I
ke?
quickly, I softly whisper.
Right.
是海哥.
The Ocean Brothers.
Yes, the Ocean brother. The third brother died. The fourth brother survived.
He looks up at you, cracks open an eye. He says, Ifan, what are you doing here? I'm not imagining things, am I?
You're not. I pull out my thieves tool and I start jimmying the lock.
Okay, make me a DC 13 lockpick skills.
That's a 22.
Okay, door opens. You walk in.
Quietly, I give him some water. Slowly. Then I give him I'll give him my water skin and I give him a ration a small like ping.
Make
You
me a
know
medicine
the-
roll.
I do not have medicine, but I'll still try.
Mm.
Medicine. 12.
Okay, basic knowledge tells you this. If you give him any sort of water right now,
Oh,
if you give him too much water and
He
too
might
much,
die,
he
yes.
will probably die. He'll probably go into shock and die.
So I just going to give him like a little sip of water
Yep.
and a crumble of like you break the bread lah.
Yeah, you
To
have
a
to like
small
really
amount.
mix it so that it turns gooey and so.
Yeah.
So he's
So-
taking a little bit of that and he's. How are you here?
We're here to rescue somebody, but it seems that we are rescuing an additional person.
He nods. He says,
But
I had given up hope. How long have I been here?
3 months, maybe 4.
Hmm.
But they have been interrogating you all this time.
They wanted to know what happened in the 10,000 Swords Manor. They were... I don't know what they were trying to do, but... And I told them that I did not enter the manor, but they did not believe me. So here I stayed for 3 months.
Did they reveal what they were looking for?
Says a couple of things. Many things. Something about a sword.
Sorry?
Something about a sword. But that's what 10,000 Swords Manor is. Something about a sword. That's all they are concerned about.
Right.
I'm not sure if I have enough strength to walk, my friend. If you're here to rescue someone, best let it be someone that has a chance of making it out. I'll only be a hindrance to you.
Well,
He looks at you. You've grown, Ifan.
Yes, I have.
Your killing intent is stronger now. I can feel your sword intent all the way from here. You've broken through.
Yes, I am. I'm on the earth tier now.
That is good. Leave me here. There is no use for you to try and rescue me. I can barely walk. Can't support myself. If you support me out, you will not be able to fight the guards when they come. If you be so kind, leave me a dagger.
I will stay with you, if that is alright. I do not think that I will be able to see your brother and allow your songs and your music to go unrecorded. If you will not go with us, if you have decided that this is the place of your death, I shall stay with you and watch over your death and join the rest of my companions. It is heaven's will that we meet today again, and if not, then I shall not abandon your passing here.
Well, Ramji at this point does point out that you have the potential to put out Tensor's floating disc to bring him out.
I don't have that spell.
Okay.
You know, sucks to have not that life don't have that life skill.
Yeah. Lack of life skills. Meanwhile, make me a second stealth check. Amu.
Yep. Oh, what check?
Stealth check.
Stealth tech.
Again.
Ramji, I don't think that my particular wizard brother has anything except for combat spells.
I have non-combat spells.
Which
It's
are?
just that comprehend languages,
Okay. Okay.
identify, detect magic.
You see chained to the wall, and you see Xianxia on this cell. But she is chained to the wall. Her fangs are extended. Her claws are extended. You can smell the miasma of rotting flesh all the way from here.
I do one of those, the loud whispers, Xiao Mei, are you alright? Does she notice me?
No. If she does, she's not giving no sign of it.
I move over to Amu's location.
We have a problem.
What is problem?
You walk over to the window. All of you now congregating now at the window, right? And you see snarling and twisting against the wall and straining against it. Looks like Xianxia has turned fully feral.
She's a dampier, right?
Yep, she's a dampier.
You are right. It does look like problem.
What kind of blood did she feed on before?
She's never fed on blood.
She's never fed on blood.
Yes. And that might be a blood frenzy.
You've never seen her
Well,
feed on
I-
blood. Make me a
to what?
knowledge religion roll if you want.
I think I have a way to help her.
I think you do.
Send watch over me.
Holy fruit.
Then I go over to Suisian, and then
Religion on 11.
My religion is 20.
Yep, she's hungry. So you know Longmu, do you remember the time when she was basically
Yeah.
eating a lot? She basically compensates for the
Which
hunger.
is what?
She basically compensates for blood hunger in other ways.
Oh.
I think I can help her if you can help me.
What do you need?
Then I take out some paper and I take out my bell. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
then I can help her fight against whatever she has done for the Jiangshi. It is for us to do for her. But I'll need an hour, at least an hour, while I do my prayers. Can you protect me for an hour?
I can.
Of course. Don't do anything.
Then I look at it and I ask, like, she is on half dead, yes, but that also means that she is half alive.
That is true. That is entirely correct.
Okay.
Knowledge
very well.
religion, bro.
Mhm.
If you are attempting to
you're either a
bind-
person
If you attempt to bind her in this state, there's a chance that she will come back to lucidity. So
Okay.
he's on the right track.
So
Okay.
what I'm trying to do is that I'm going to use my ceremony ritual, basically to I'm going to cast funeral rite, because since she counts half, I have three choices. I can either since she is half a corpse and half a living creature,
Mm-hmm.
if she can be affected by the same rites that she does for the Jiangshi, for the next 7 days, she can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell. So maybe we can use that to hack her back out of the frenzy, basically.
Fair?
So yeah, so basically, her wound basically assumes more primacy over a poor, basically. That's
Yep.
that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is I basically try to also using ceremony, useful utility spell, is to I guess she's probably willing to break out of frenzy, but she's probably not able to. So if possible, I can atonement her out of frenzy, basically, by changing her alignment back to whatever it was. Another one is I can either do some kind of dedication or coming of age kind of thing, so that to turn her back, and then I cast Brown Evil on her on the same time, so she gets a saving throw to fight it off. But I think the first one I suggested, the funeral rite, to assume the wound over the poor, is probably the one that I will go with the most, I think.
Ken, if you do number one, make me a calligraphy check at DC 13. You have advantage on it because you have definitely been role-playing, paying attention to her when she was training you on some of these things.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
Okay.
so you know how to do this.
Okay, got it. I shall roll my guidance first. Guidance! Guidance gives me a 3.
Guidance.
Yeah, I shall roll my calligraphy. Calligraphy. Is this with Dex, Intelligence, Wisdom? What should I roll for this?
Call it wisdom.
Wisdom, got it.
Yeah, calligraphy and wisdom. So I know you've got halfway decent wisdom.
Okay, 21.
Done.
Total.
So
Okay.
but the three of you, please make me stealth checks. One more set of stealth checks.
I will use my before this I help them out if possible to move over to a side that my harmonics and everything is not so loud lah.
You can
Oh,
close the
that
door
sucks.
behind you if you want.
Okay.
You've got advantage,
9.
Kukang, you've got advantage.
Shadowrun sequence, right?
Yeah, this is. And they have disadvantage. So what's the lowest roll among all of you?
I'm on 20, so I think it's
I think it's Nick at 9, right?
It's Ifan at 9 also.
Okay. Well, turns out that the cloak was a really good investment. Well done.
Also, we should be fresh going in, right?
You're fresh going in.
Okay, because I think my character sheet is too.
You would have to have taken a long rest to learn the martial art and attune the cloak anyway. So you had a long rest going in.
Oh yay! I have spell slots.
Okay. So 1 hour
Oh,
later,
yes.
as you ceremoniously draw.
Nick has smite slots.
Let me just erase 25 gold. Resources.
You draw the ceremoniously sketch out the long trailing words of a Fulu, and with the red string as you bind her together to keep her still long enough for you to press the Fulu onto her forehead, and you chant the words that you've been taught, and you add in words of the Heart Sutra as you meditate, and in a fit of Taoist and Buddhist inspiration, you watch as her skin starts regaining color. You watch as her fangs start retracting and her black claws start receding
And,
as she slumps unconscious against the chains.
I break the chains casually with my ogre power
Sure.
gauntlet. I just tap on them and then they kind of like shatter, the link shatter. And the ending bridge for this is sort of like take out this. The 25 GB component is actually a pearl, so it's actually the soul. It's actually the soul polishing pearl, right? That I basically placed upon her, so that, to stabilize her energies, right? So that her lucidity of her souls and balance is put back together. I say she is safe for 7 days at least, but I think that shall be all we need for now. Now, should we go and get out of this? We still have another one to rescue.
Yes, one more, and it has to be in. I gesture towards the entrance of the general direction of the coal entrance. We are heading that way.
I hope we are making a habit of this.
So what are you going to do with just to be clear, what are you doing with Jiang Sehai?
Like basically, do you need me? Like essentially, what I like to do is basically to kind of stay to kind of convince him not to die, but kind of couch it in a skillful means of basically, oh, what is the music that you would like to play with your brothers? I will record and transcribe them so you do not pass without incidents, right?
Okay.
So that's my attempt, lah, basically, to kind of like play nice with him and then try to convince him to come along, but not directly. Kind of like tying him. And if he wants to stay with more dignity after he steals himself, that's also okay. But my attempt will be to record.
Make me a persuasion roll. You have advantage once he sees Shui Xian pass your door.
Okay, I shall do the Ed Cayman thing and then please, poor Prana Paramita, I shall go for guidance first. Okay, follow me. Okay, let's go. Also, it's funny that you say it's the Heart Sutra because I thought of a terrible pun for this. 3 + 3, 6 + 4, 10. Okay, that's not a great persuasion roll, it's just a 10.
You have advantage though.
Oh yeah, thanks. Sorry, I forgot about that. Playing live hard mode, I see. Okay, on.
No need.
Yes. No need
Ni
so
nani
rush.
gang ko lah, 朋友
Okay, 15.
Okay, so you have he looks up, right? Glances up and he sees Shui Xian and he says, "You are here to rescue the girl."
Among other things, I think there's quite a lot of people who are here to rescue.
He says, he nods and he says, "That changes things." And he just pulls himself up, almost stubbornly, right? And he pulls himself to his full height. And the Sihai, you sense that you sense his spirit, his martial spirit has returned. And against all odds, right? Even though he is by no means, he should not be able to support his own weight. Pulls himself to his full height. He says, "Go. Leave the child to me. You will have to fight the guards. I will make sure that she's not hurt."
Ah, very well. Thank you for. Then I kind of like, as he kind of drags the child, like to protect the child.
Yep.
It's kind of like whisper to the rest of the party. I'm not too sure who rescued who. Did he rescue? Is he protecting the child, or is the child protecting him? Well, there's.
Look at Sihai, and I say, Sihai, why would the girl be of interest to you?
She is not. She's an innocent. Isn't that enough?
That is fair.
Did not we swear to right wrongs and uphold righteousness?
I look at Sihai, and are you well enough to drink something?
No, don't give me anything to drink now.
Fine. And
Sihai, mind you, is more spirit than skill. He
Yes, I know.
is. I mean, his heart is in the right place, but his martial arts skills are not really going to help much.
I'm just thinking that he will probably be just somebody with the ability to support Suicide, that's all, and not protect.
Yep, that's it. He's an extra
and,
pair of hands and legs, that's it.
Yep. I want to get him into more stable condition. So I'm going to cast I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on him. I draw my blade. I trace my hand across my blade.
Don't bother, it's not wounds.
It's not wounds.
He needs a lesser restoration.
He needs a lesser restoration.
At
yeah.
minimum.
Can Nyx lay on hands the 5 HP minus restore?
Yeah, I
clear
can.
vision thing?
Yeah, you can. That actually works.
Yeah, I spend 5. I
Okay.
just, I just pass him Neikong.
So you reach out to him, right? You hit him on the crown chakra, you hit him all the way down, right? Every time you hit him at a vital spot, right, he spurts out what looks like black congealed blood. And as you hit him down at the dantian, right, the belly chakra, right, you see color coming back to his skin slowly. And he says, "I do not know what you did, Muti, but
The 目的是什么？
Muti,
Muti.
your motive, but I feel a lot better. Maybe I will have that drink now."
I pass him the water skin.
Okay, he
And-
sips carefully, but he drinks a significant amount.
Okay.
His skin doesn't seem so graying anymore. He doesn't look so haggard anymore. Okay.
Okay.
Where are you heading to next?
We are heading towards the entrance to the dead cell.
Okay.
It is possible.
Okay.
We don't need to bypass the guards, right? I think it's.
You would have to kill them on the way out anyway, lah. So you want to kill them now, kill them later, up to you.
Oh, so it's the entrance of the dead guards is out. Out.
Yeah, so you saw the way out here. This is the way
Okay.
out.
Okay.
And you see 3 guards so far.
I guess we will have to stealth our way to the portcullis.
My advice is one person does it.
Yeah.
Right, and also you have not gone to the prison of the dead yet.
No, I said, well, I wanted to go to the prison of the dead first.
Okay, the prison of the dead. Sorry. Okay. Very good.
That's what I said.
Sorry.
Go to the prison of the dead. I said prison of the dead before we head out.
Okay, so prison of the dead. Sihai says to you, I think I should keep her out here.
Yes, you should.
Okay. And I need to find your minis. Never mind.
Create new minis.
Create new minis. Spawn new minis. Spawn.
Oh no, overlord.
I'm gonna leave coffee here with them.
Okay.
There's an extra pair of eyes.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay lah. I'm not gonna put Sihai and Shui Xian here. You walk into what feels like you see that it's some kind of a frozen waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk in, you feel you feel just frigid cold burn into your skin and bones as you start circulating the chi of the metal forming palm to ward off the icy cold. You walk in, and even as you step in to the first chamber of the inner sanctum, you see a glowing figure ahead of you. Yeah. A glowing translucent figure. He looks like a glowing translucent figure. Ahead, with some remains over here.
Is it the same remains that we were? Is this the third?
Well, the ghost looks like a male. It's a big, massive man. Massive. The ogre of a man.
Okay.
He stands over. He carries a large halberd, and he's in Imperial officer armor. And he stands down there, silent.
Is the jailer.
Imperial officer, Imperial army officer, or Imperial guard officer?
Imperial as make me a knowledge history roll.
14.
Can't tell.
Well, he's in the way of getting towards to the next cavern, right?
Well, are you approaching? Is the question.
I approach.
He's not really, because there seems to be a way down, but the way down here, you also see a second one.
I will go up with Ipan towards the Dementor.
Okay. He walks up. As you walk up to him, right? He says, "What business have you here, Brocade Guard?"
We are looking for one of the dead. A female.
Name.
Zhu Che.
She is indeed here. Her sentence has passed, long past. But she remains here.
I have come to rectify this matter.
He cocks his head. Is this true, Brocade Guard? Oh, he's
tap-
talking to Long Mu.
I know. I'm tapping Longmu.
Hello, hello. Can you all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I can hear you now.
Okay, I say yes, it is true.
Very well. Head down. Be careful of the worm.
We know.
Of course.
I thank you for your guidance. And we turn off and we head downwards.
And he vanishes. You walk through the spiraling caverns. Hey, where you are? Where did I drop you? Oh, okay, here you are. Through the spiraling caverns. You realize that there's a second path and there's a second, the second Imperial officer also vanishes.
Mhm.
And you see the first of a bridge that leads down that looks like it is piled together of pure bone.
Okay.
That seems a cheery place.
No.
Are you stepping on it?
I look at Yifan and I say, I think I will have to go.
You have to go first.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if the spirits are all going to address the blockade guard, then I have to go first.
No.
Okay, you start walking down, and you start seeing the second set of series of bridges. What looks like a series of roots. That sprout out of the side of the as you walk down. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty soon you find yourself, as all of you do. Yeah, I need to retrieve your tokens first. The problem with tight corners in this particular program, right, is trying to retrieve your tokens is always a nightmare.
Yeah.
Requires a token effort.
Token.
More than a token effort.
More than a token effort.
Okay, and I'll split you guys down. And you see the third layer. You see bones upon bones piled up. And in the center of the pit down here, you see there is a fire that glows scarlet red in the center of a large pit, right at the deepest level.
Isn't that where the worm is supposed to be?
That's where where Qinglong says Zhu He was.
朱雀 right?
朱雀.
Zhu Quan, sorry,
Zhu
Zhu Quan.
Okay. It's actually at the third cavern, so I just count the caverns.
This is the third cavern. The base
go
of the third
in.
cavern.
Go to the third cavern. Go towards the fire.
Okay, so Ken
I
is Ken.
Qing down.
Are you going to Qinggong down?
I Qing down.
I Qinggong down also.
Okay, so all of y'all Qinggong down, huh?
Going down.
Okay.
Everybody Qinggong down, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And let me peel this off and get rid of. This.
That's another reason why I wanted to sit down because I see you struggling with this thing and later. Very sad.
It's okay lah. It's okay lah. It's like that. It do be like that.
It is quite cool though.
The issue with okay, and as you reach down, it's okay. Mwahahahaha.
What kind of trap have you walked into?
You see the body of a woman. Yeah. Where the fire is lit. In the heart, where the ribcage of the woman is, there is a bright scarlet fire burning.
I look at Yifan. I believe this is what we are here for.
Yes.
You start hearing.
I collect her corpse. There is already in bones, right?
Yup. You start hearing a slight rumbling.
Warning, worm sign.
Warning, worm sign.
I suppose this is the Guardian's signal, huh?
Yes. Okay, quickly collect the bones. Wrap it up in a pouch or a few strap or clothes so that you can easily take and retrieve and put it in my backpack.
Are you touching the fire?
Yes, I am.
Okay. The minute you touch the bones and you reach out for the fire, right? The fire vanishes. Okay?
Can we walk without rhythm, or is it too late?
And something shatters from the ground as the flame vanishes.
Okay, here comes the beastie.
And we will autosave.
Why are you like this?
Why not?
Because it's going to be a long fight.
It's gonna be either a long fight or very quick escape, and I can't tell which one it is. Alright! You've got, yes, it is. Oh no, this strange, massive creature bursts out of there. You see and you feel a blast of heat wash over you as you see that the rocks below it seem charred and molten. Okay. Yeah.
Amu, does quick calculations on how we can harvest silk and how much it will net us on the long run.
If you can capture it and you can make like tons of silk, it's not bad. Quite money
We
maker.
can retire and open a silk rope business or something.
Okay. Thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with our horrible connection issues today.
Oh, today's terrible, man.
Technical difficulties.
Walao, I really feel like dying, man, today. Okay, and next week, Nick, remember Meowling? I owe Meowling a song, okay?
Yep.
Okay. So with that, everybody take care, and we're going to drop off the stream. Do we want to go and raid? Oh wait, Meowling is here. Meowling is here. Okay. Okay. So last moment of the thing, right? I'm gonna pay back my song for Meowling.
She said next week.
Next week don't wanna watch too tired Okay next week
Next week.
Next week. It's okay,
week,
no worries. Okay.
You want to rate
Let's go raid Phoenix Iwaki, okay? Shall we?
Okay.
Hey, haha anything, wait. She says haha anything. Okay. Let me do it.
Okay.
What?
No lah, next week you all got long fight leh. Don't know whether got time or not.
Yeah, lor.
Next week you still need to take a break anyway lah.
Okay. Come.
I see you have prepared something.
I have prepared something.
He has prepared something.
I always prepare something. I try lah, at least I try, okay? So, today's song, and since it's actually quite late in the night already, I'm gonna play a Chinese song about a certain flower. Okay, I hope I don't get copyrighted with this. 清凉，那夜深身体长，月下的花都入梦，拥抱着夜来香，吐露着芬芳。海的夜色茫茫，也爱那夜深气长，更爱那花儿般的梦，拥抱着夜来香，闻着夜来香，夜来香，我为你歌唱。夜来香，我为你思量。我为你歌唱，我为你思量。夜来香，夜来香，夜来香。Okay, so yay, pay off my debt, and we can end the stream on that rather happy note.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you everybody. Take care, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.